And global affairs analyst Kunle Falowo joins us live from Indiana for more on the growing diplomatic tensions between Algeria and Morocco. Good to have you join us, Kunle Falowo. In August, Algeria announced a move to sever ties with Morocco. This has been a very complex relations. It spans decades upon decades of diplomatic tensions. But talk to us about what you make of this latest move by Algeria in its move to sever diplomatic relations.
Well, it can actually be described as a temporary fix to a larger and a very more complicated problem. The problem over in that area is about the Western Sahara, which is inhabited by they're called the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, which are recognized by the African Union, and it's up for conflict. This small republic in that area is being backed by the Algerian side, and Morocco is also laying claims to it. And then the United Nations, they're currently working on ways to find a diplomatic solution to the problem, which can be termed as more like a land-grabbing issue, and situations like this needs to be addressed in a manner that it's not going to be provocative, or it's not going to have an escalation of war between the Algerian side, which is linked by the Sahrawi Republic, and the Moroccan side. So, having said that, a little with respect, also in 2019, the envoy, or more like a negotiator between the Moroccan side and the Algerian side from the United Nations, which is trying to mitigate the crisis, quit. So now it's been an empty discussion since 2009, which is further escalating the crisis in that region. But some of the things that we have to look out for is how not to have the United Nations and the African Union, and of course the United States, not have more conflict, or not throw more dust, or not throw more petrol inside the already escalating crisis over there between Morocco and Algeria.
And you talked about the fact that this needs to be addressed. It almost looks like this situation is impervious to settlement. If you recall that in 1976, dispute between both countries took about 12 years to fix. So the question really is, who can address the issue between Algeria and Morocco?
That's a very good question, and also a very tricky one, because as it is right now, the previous administration, the Trump administration, had officially recognized Morocco as the owner, or as the legitimate country that would take over the Western Sahara region, and that has further deepened the crisis in that region, because not all Western countries are endorsing Morocco to get in charge of that territory, meaning that there seems to be a lingering crisis going on. Having said that, the Biden administration had come out to say that they are looking into a review of the Moroccan acknowledgement of the United States as Morocco being the original owner of that region. So that is also up for discussion. But the long-term solution to this problem is there needs to be further negotiations between envoy, negotiators representing each territory, the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic on the Algerian side and the Moroccan side, to have a good discussion and to prefer solutions moving forward, because there have been back and forth going on between both countries for a long time. So by and large, the United Nations needs to be involved. The U.S. needs to step back a little bit and allow for international and diplomatic discussion to go on, and just look for a way to encourage them to step forward and have discussions with them. And the African Union also need to step up, and because it is recognized the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic as a self-governing country. So further complicates the crisis, but the African Union needs to step up and also get in charge, and also talk about these issues too with the United Nations.
So both countries are really large economies in North Africa. It does seem like there is also a battle for influence in that region from both countries. But Algeria being the third most important economy in the Middle East. So I'm just looking at the fact that this could, beyond the repercussions that these have for the Maghreb region, which is North Africa, this could also have far-reaching ramifications for relations with West Africa and Europe, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the fact that you mentioned Europe, because quite recently, one of the top political leaders in that Sahara region, the Western region, flew from that side of that where the dispute is going on, and went over to Spain to have a medical treatment, and then the Moroccan side, reached out to the Spanish government and told them to arrest, to arrest the individual, the political individual, because they feel like he's been termed a terrorist by them. So the Spanish authority sent back a letter and told them, hey, we cannot do that because we're going to be violating international law. And I would say that it goes beyond just having Morocco, because of their allegiance with the Spanish government, just go up and just do whatever they can or they need to, or they feel like they're able to get away with. It's not working. It's not going to work that way. The European Union also has not endorsed the Trump's administration's recognition of Morocco as the original owner of the Western region. Western Sahara region, meaning that there's still going to be negotiations going back and forth, and that is the only solution to the land grab issue in that region. Yes,
it does mean that Europe might have to step up as well in terms of finding a lasting solution to this conflict. Global Affairs analyst Kunle Falowo, thank you so much for talking to us.
My pleasure.